Hello and welcome to another turn of Dominion 6. We are doing the Lucid Tournament 2025 tournament round 2 game 8. Joining me is Arpathius.
Hello.
Hello. We are on turn 41. And the big question here was, does Shinuyama, who cracked the Marignon fort with the Marignon army inside, attempt to kill the Marignon army? So let's see. And we do remember last turn that Pythium had all, or maybe it was last turn. Oh no, Pythium. Never mind. Pythium is busy killing Paren. And then Shinuyama. So let's see what he's up to. This might be the turn of the final showdown with Paren, or it might not. So he's just going right on the cap. I tested a bunch of fights. I think this is a risky move, but I don't really know what he has left. I did test against 30 Circina and about 90 knights with 90 crossbows, including Mistform Scam, Wrathful Skies, and I'm also prepared for Bloodletting with anti-magic. Earthquake Spam. He's got featherweight army already. Oh boy. And those fights looked good. The larger the battle becomes, the more moving parts are, the less reliable testing becomes, of course. So there's a real possibility it could go wrong. And then one important piece was that the targeting of his thugs mattered a lot, as they deal pretty well with the angels. So he's brought along some extra birds to disrupt buffs and try and draw fire from attack flash. That's pretty cool. Makes sense. I was also patrolling the fort with a small squad in case he wants to get funny and trap me inside with a magic phase attack. It won't hold if he goes all out, but should be enough to fight 2 or 3 Circinas, I hope. That said, the turn might just be uneventful, and he may just continue to sit inside his fort. Which certainly could happen. Although he rode out against Na'Ba, right?
He did, but he let Na'Ba go on top of the fort first.
That's true. Did want to see what was there. Okay, message from Shinuyama. Faesia is refusing to magic phase drop any of Marignon's raiding stacks, which a single drop could have been 4k gold value and 20% of their whole military dead for free with 0 risk, because 2 paladins and 5 witch hunters physically cannot kill it. Okay. Shinuyama displeased with Faesia, who did try and essentially help, but apparently is not trying to help enough.
Yeah, I think when someone tries to help you with like that once and it doesn't work, they're going to be a lot less keen after that.
Yep. And then
also 0 risk is, I'm not sure there's ever 0 risk.
0 risk seems a little bold. I think I abandoned the Machaca front to get a guaranteed win versus Mary, got them trapped, only for Faesia to refuse to capitalize it and win the war, which would make him 3-cap easily. Honestly, these guys deserve to lose. Who I'm not sure. Have we heard from Shinuyama anyone who he thinks is playing well?
I don't think he was completely negative about Satis. I don't know if that counts.
Trying to recall. It may have been, he said some very negative things about Satis, but it might have been in the Discord, so perhaps we didn't see it in here.
He's not said anything bad about Pythium, I don't think, because he hasn't interacted with him.
Yeah. Yeah? There you go.
Yep.
All right. So, should we just start heading down the battles?
I think we should have a look at Shinuyama first.
All right. Shinuyama first. This is like a mercenary company with a little bit of light mage support. Definitely going to kill 1 PD. Chaka, an interesting little group of Phoenix power, personal regen. What's here? Just some gobos. And they're doing, okay, fire elementals, ravenous swarm, and howl. So he's trying to catch out any more of those thugs, those whites. But certainly in this case, it's going to end up being a large overcommitment for what was here. but that's how it goes sometimes.
Yep, I think that would be able to kill anything short of a serious commitment.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it would do a pretty good job. Okay, I expect this to lose, although maybe they get some lucky hits in and they get a morale route. Doesn't really look like that. Oh, wait, actually it did look like that right at the end. But okay, no, they did make it through. Are we gonna get a bit here? Okay, here's the big Shinuyama army. Got a lot of buffing mages. Looks like Moss Body's his primary. Not much here, unfortunately.
No.
And so, yeah, they're definitely...
Looks like he moved off the fort instead of...
Yeah, I'll get the little ball up here.
Still inside.
Yeah, did not attempt to crack the fort. And then... Chaka with a bunch of spiders. Nobody home. Here's the Marignon, or I mean, this is the Marignon army, I think. It's got a lot of mages. All right, let's.
Okay, so he goes to Sally. It looks like instead of fighting inside the fort.
Yes. With an assassin.
I assume it's so we could get like a big line of lance charges.
Yes, I presume that he likes his line best as a line. There are a ton of mages here, though.
There are. What do you think about that? Because it looks like he definitely has the mage advantage.
Yeah. I think.
So.
I mean, I think that these guys with like body ethereal are going to do really well into what Shinuyama has for the most part. I think the question will be, does he make like good contact with the Bakemono sorcerers? Because right, if you make the wrong contact, I imagine those can still hold up and deal quite a lot of damage from what we've seen. We do see.
Yeah, I don't know if those crystal mages, if they have shatter, they can just advance and cast.
Yep. I think that definitely could happen. I see a lot of fire gems. some pen
Paladins
gear.
with the GSS should be pretty nice against them as well.
Yeah.
Because I think the sorcerers would be the biggest. If you just set them on attack largest, they might just focus them.
They might. Let's see. Okay. I can't really see if anybody's on attack. But we may still get that fight yet. And then we're gonna get a battle in Shinuyama. Little raiding group. I didn't get a chance to pause it. Oh, he did attack, and there is nobody home. Got some little Fae footmen. Interesting.
Yeah, that's quite a lot actually. That's a big investment. They're very good though, I think. Well, they're very nice.
They're pretty decent. Look at this gate. No, nothing stronger in Dominions than the wall.
Yeah, I think there should be, more variance about sort of fort design and
yeah,
the fort battles.
I think that's probably true. He did manage to lose a white mage, but takes Shinuyama. I would also point out, right, that after, it was definitely not that we just realized it and we're just farming comments. That the little lizard shaman who's been pinging with his little Astro Pearl is obviously trying to magic duel the other lizard shaman from the same province.
Yeah, it's a case of fratricide.
It is. It is. Okay, so no big fight for Shinuyama. He has officially lost his capital. And at this point,
he's probably looking to take Marignon's down with him.
I think that's right. Unclear. So I mean, Machaka, I guess will probably keep going.
Yeah, I think he's. Yeah, he has moved. Yeah, though. Yeah, I think he's pretty committed, and this is pretty much gone as well for Machaka. I think as it could have then, apart from the time,
I
which
mean,
is quite a
yeah.
factor.
Obviously, it took a really long time, but Marignon, or I'm sorry, Shinuyama marching his whole army up to fight Marignon while you get to take his stuff is pretty clearly good for
Yeah.
Machaka. But oh, this crosswoman lost. That's fine. But okay. Let's check some more. There's more battles in this sphere, so before I kind of pan out, let's check at least what Faesia and Marignon are doing. Big group of the light infantry and a little thug who's diseased. Go ahead and take out one PD. Got the Locos against one PD. All right, he clearly had all of these light guys on hand for this raiding job. Okay, so no real big fights out of Faesia. He just goes ahead and raids some stuff back from
Yeah, which he had the ability to do because the Marignon army was just like trapped. So
Yep. He did move on to the Inkpot end to do that.
yeah, I hope he sent the commander that was diseased onto there.
He probably did. I'm sure he didn't forget about it. Nope, he didn't.
That's sad.
Okay. So this fort's cracked, but I feel like at this point this is just a missile headed directly for the capital.
Yeah, yeah, with a very long trajectory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see him stopping. And I don't know that Marignon... I mean, Marignon definitely doesn't look like he has enough on, this whole part of the Empire to stop him. So it seems like he mostly just has to follow.
Yeah, it's possible that he could maybe follow with, like, the knights and, like, start sieging down the other fort with the crossbows, and then he could use his cap mages along with the knights on his cap to defeat the army. Because I think he's got the grey ones on his cap as well, so
Yes.
maybe he can, pull out some sort of X factor there.
Yeah. It would definitely be nice if he didn't have to move everything and could spend some time getting some of this other stuff captured.
Yeah. Although he does also have to be careful about Faesia, so
That's the other piece, right? If this goes, then you're just going to leave Faesia to sort of clean up.
yeah.
Do you
So
think
maybe
that
maybe you deal with one problem, which is shitty armor first, and then deal with the other problem after.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what he does.
Do you think that Machaka is going to sort of get involved with Faesia? Like, how much of an alliance sort of do we think that they are in?
Yeah, I thought about it, but I don't think so because they've not really. Like, they both kind of wanted Shinuyama to fight the other person, so it's not like they've been, like, super committed to really helping their ally.
Yeah.
And also, I think Machaka has, like, other issues.
He does. He also
they've got bigger bodies with other players, like Pythium or Satis.
Yeah. I would say he's actually pretty exposed over here as well. Like, there's not a lot of Machaka here.
It's on two different ends, like so it's hard for him to like move stuff between the different fronts.
Yeah, I don't think
maybe,
he's super
but I don't
likely.
think so. No.
Yeah, I don't think so. But okay. Yeah, we'll have to see if eventually. I'm hoping we eventually get a conflict.
Yeah, well, there will definitely be one. I think if Shinuyama moves on Marignon's cap, he has to. He can't just let that happen forever.
Yep. Yep. Okay. And Faesia mostly just chilling on this front. Guess he didn't go anywhere on Paren. We did see that Pythium has moved on to Paren. And Paren has rode out.
Okay.
Alright, I see a lot of Sergina and some Acrobelts. I don't see any Blood Slaves, which is really weird. Maybe...
No, there's a couple. There's a few.
Oh, yeah, I mean, there are a couple. But
But not loads.
not enough to get like
Yeah.
everybody involved. And this to me, like this ball of knights kind of looks like it's on guard commander, maybe?
Yeah, definitely, I think.
Pythium has got a lot of stuff. I guess
could be maybe he tries a Raffle Skies. I don't know.
Let's
like that.
actually we'll let it play out here and then we'll come back and comment.
Yeah.
There go the burbs. Okay. It's a lot of storm power with no storm. There we go. Foul vapor. It's not looking great.
Not looking great for Parine here.
No.
Yeah. No, that formation is hurting them from all these evocations, and then
A lot of
it's hard to like win a
fire.
battle against Howl when you can't move forward and attack the enemy mages.
Yep. These angels are still alive as well.
Yeah,
I've
they're very
definitely
good.
I've heard a bunch of Serginas getting killed by this archer fire. Everybody here is mistformed, but there's gonna be, I mean, there's fire arrows coming out. Obviously, there's poison coming out. It's like mistform is not gonna do that much. These guys also have magic weapons. I don't know if there's some risk that Pythium ends up sort of foul vaporing out his own guys. He does have some poison resistance up
I
though.
think he cast the stuff on it. Yeah, the Ackerbells, a couple of them just sat in the middle as well.
Yeah. Uh-oh. I'm gonna fast forward a bit. And there they go. Okay, now let's go back and watch that one a little more carefully from both sides. Try and see if we can't catch what is coming out. Anti-magic turn 1. I see that one. A lot of body ethereal. There's a mass regen. Featherweight army, another mass regen. Thunder Ward. Hail of Burning Embers, Wind Guide. Serpent's Blessing. Okay. We obviously already saw the Howl and the Light of the Northern Star. Over here, I know I saw some guys get into. That's a Sabbath Slave. Who are the masters? Don't really see. It's definitely not everybody is a Sabbath Master, that's for sure. Bonds of Fire. That. Ooh. These angels just absolutely off 5. Just proving hugely difficult for.
Getting the regen on them as well.
Yeah. And I mean they have 10 shock res, 10 fire res. I'm a little surprised that these mages can't try and find something to do to them, but they do not appear to be doing it.
Yeah, they're pretty resistant to the paths the Sorginas have.
Yeah. Somebody is a communion master or a Sabbath master. I don't know who. I mean, Storm went down pretty fast there, so that's unfortunate.
Yeah, honestly, I think like Pythium had just like done a few things here, which each individually would have won the battle. Like the foul vapors, I think would have won.
Yeah.
Just casting mind burn at the back, I don't think there was really an answer to that. The howl would eventually just grind stuff down, and then you've also got these angels, the crossbows, the troops coming in.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like... Let's watch just one more time real quick from the Paren side. Because, yeah, it seems like not quite enough... Not enough blood slaves, right? There's some Sabbath masters, but... Here's one. 3 Sabbath slaves for a 1 magic boost. That's our Stormcaster. So he did a really tiny Sabbath, it looks like, to basically get Storm up.
Yeah, and then get the storm power to get the, which is nice. And then I guess you just have the, like, he's hoping for the mass of them getting up to Air 3
Yeah.
to carry it.
Yeah. The Stormcaster is already
Yeah,
injured
I don't
here.
think you need
Oh, she's bleeding
like
out.
a guard commander for that. Like, I think you just have hold and attack, and you can like attack the flyers if you want.
Yeah.
But I think you still want the knights running forwards.
Yeah.
I don't think you want them there forever.
No. And I don't know what resources he has available, right? If you had a ton more blood slaves and you sort of knew this is coming, you could actually blood burst down these angels.
Yeah, I don't think he has very many of those at all, though.
Yeah, I don't think he does either. Because you could you could look to make, right, the Acrobelts has 37 HP. You could look to enlarge them. It's not enlarged yet. If you get them, that'll bring them up over 40. And then from there, it'll regen 5. So you could, you could easily put 5 masters. And you could probably put even more if you're I'm going to try and keep him alive with a little bit of healing from a different Acrobelts. I don't know if
Yeah, I think you also
work
do.
better.
Like, if this is the last fight you're ever going to have, I think you also
As it
do help
stands,
our own
limited
folks.
resources.
Well,
I mean, the amount of, the total amount of commitment here is very different just because of what is sort of available to both sides.
yeah. Should we? I'm not sure we saw. Can we watch the two Acrobelt thugs run in?
Actually, the
Against,
mages are pretty similar. But all right, let's take a look at the ledger.
Well, if we just can we
right.
just watch the end because the Acrobelt
One
thugs ran
angel
in.
of the host.
Well, it looks like they only got 2 kills.
80 humans. Well, 110 humans. Some burbs. Huge win for Pythium. And Paren loses everything. 11 communicants, who all survived. Which is amazing.
It's a good day at the office for the communicants. that doesn't happen every time.
But, yeah, tough going for Paren. He tried, though.
Yeah, he definitely gave it a go.
Let's see, any other stuff going on here?
I don't know if he could have put some PD down if he was going to patrol.
Got birds. Go ahead and take it. And Paren is down to a sieged capital And 1 province.
Yeah, I think they're out.
Which is a tough way to go. But anyway, gonna pause for 1 sec. Okay, we have fixed the audio. I could not hear Pythium, so I assume I was just talking over him. It was unintentional.
I'll forgive you.
So anyway, what were your thoughts on that battle?
Yeah, I think props to Pyrene for giving it a go. I think he could have put some PD down if he was going to patrol, but maybe he didn't have the money. I don't know. And also, I think some Hell Power on the thugs would have been, if you're going to throw your last Hail Mary.
Yeah, you could definitely try and Hell Power.
It'll be worth it. And yeah, I think just holding attack on the Cav would have been better than the Guard Commander. Because he had no way of winning like that, I don't think.
Yeah, the mage would have to be on advance and cast at a minimum.
Yeah.
But the angels are definitely a problem, so they are quite tricky to deal with. But
they are, and that's I think 2 casts of them, so that's a pretty sizable investment, but not too much, I guess, for this stage of the game.
Yeah. So okay, Paren, I assume that was the rest of what he had. Seems like it should be about over then for them. And Pythium is going to go ahead and claim his 2nd capital. So now we've got, or we're about to have 3 2-cap nations, right? Shinuyama, Faesia, and Pythium. And I guess we'll see if we'll see how this is Satis and Na'Ba, because he's sort of moving towards the Na'Ba capital. All right, nice little raiding party here. Against the Lizard Shaman Ball.
Okay, I'm kind of interested to see if Satis gets punished for just walking around with just mages.
I mean, we'll see. He's going to need to make a lot of stuff. Although the bugs...
the mages might just get sniped.
Yeah.
And the Jan Guard are not running back.
They are not. Alright, this guy killed his bug.
Oh, I'm not gonna... Fair play to that guy.
Yeah. Alright, now we've got Soul Slay coming out.
Yeah, only was one of them.
I think he's going to tar pit him long enough.
I think so. He doesn't have the quickness.
Yeah.
Which I think is going to be the difference.
Well, how are we doing on fatigue over here? Yep. 4 communion slaves. He's got some gear, some pen gear on some of the ones that are not slaves. He's got the 20% regen. So this guy is going to do a regen 4 per tick, so he can support the 4 masters.
I think these mages win.
Yeah, I think they do too. But let's see. They're gonna need to make more chaff. Oh.
Yeah, you can soul slay the back, I guess, as well. Yeah. They just broke though.
Yeah, they just routed. Yeah. So no losses. Some gem spends, and it's a lot of mages sitting here, but they did kill 14 Janguard and a mage, and there's every chance. Yeah, I don't know exactly which province this is, but there's certainly chances that this is not going to have anyone to retreat to anyway. So very nice there.
I think if there was quickness though, then they would have definitely gone through. But they couldn't.
Yeah. If they were on a wider line and on like attack rear, it could have maybe worked as well.
Yeah, I don't think he had the leadership for formation.
Yeah, I think that's true. Now this is just going to be, they're buffing themselves up to do Horde of Skeletons. They do have a little bit of reinvigoration coming in on the boots. They are going to need a lot of Horde of Skeletons though. But I think, yeah, they are fatigued out. Looks like they routed some of the PD. None of the arrows have broken through. I think they got this fine.
Yeah, the moss body.
Yeah, it really helped keep them alive there.
It's going to be very difficult to actually get a kill on them.
Very nice from Satis. This is a counter raiding party. We've got more of the swarm. Some of those sacred serpents. Moving forwards. No PD here. Battle in Na'Ba. Here we go. Is it a ping? It is not. All right, hold on. All right, so we'll go ahead and again we'll sit back and we'll try and let this play out, and then we'll come in and analyze. Seeing a lot of names up here.
Yeah, yeah. Just reading that.
There's Fell Vapors. And Rigor and Relief. So Janko did make it to the back here.
Yeah, I worry there's just not enough front line for Na'Ba to win this fast enough. Oh,
all right.
It's going to be better to win it fast.
Gotta zoom in more. It looks like the whole front line of Na'Ba is pretty much gone. He's down to Claymen and Desert Warriors. We're getting fatigued out.
I mean, all those Jangard on Guard Commander.
Yeah, well, and Rigor's up now, so like.
Yeah.
Once you're fatigued out, you're gonna.
Yeah, they're not doing anything.
You're gonna stay fatigued out. The archers are all rushing in. But there's a lot of poison.
I don't think there's any way they cut through this before they're asleep, though.
No. The poison is cutting all their stats as well. The left side looks like it's just about gone for Na'Ba. Got Breath of the Dragon coming in, entirely missing. Alright, I think we can go ahead and fast forward a bit. I think the writing, it looks like it's on the wall here. Yeah. Yeah.
So a lot more retreated off there than I thought it would actually with the Rigor up, but...
Yes. Okay. Let's go ahead and we can... So we have a pretty good idea of what Satis is up to, right? He's gonna do his nice little communion, and then we saw Rigor, Relief, Darkness, and Vapors, and then some little fire resistance, but probably not too much. Then just gonna be running in with his guys, who are relatively unbuffed here, right? Like we don't see like a body ethereal sort of mass body ethereal thing going on.
Yeah, or moss body or anything, yeah.
Yeah. And then from the Na'Ba side, I see a lot of earth power, phoenix power, fire elementals. salamanders. But not a ton of big magic here. Furious Warriors. And then we'll get a little bit of Fighting Fires.
I don't know why he's got these Janguard on Guard Commander. Because they're the only thing that can actually really win this fight for him. If they can get up onto the mages.
Yeah.
The back.
Which he did try a little bit for, but not enough commitment.
Yeah, and I also think it would have been nice to like just be positioned like really far forwards, and try and get some. He got a little bit, but like try and get some, or like a lot more archer fire like on the first round onto that ball of mages to try and disrupt them before they get their buffs off.
Get everything off.
And get it to be more accurate. And that could have been.
Yeah,
very helpful.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously we're Monday morning quarterbacking here. Yeah.
But you do kind of know what Satis's plan is, right?
Right.
You kind of know that they're just going to cast Rigor and Relief and.
Now we do. I mean, we do know. We obviously see what's here, and I think that Na'Ba has seen what's margin. We know that Satis has like cubes, right? And if he'd gone like flying on the cubes and sent them into the back lines, that could have definitely been a problem.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, but they also can only move one province at a time, so I'm not sure if they could be here.
Yeah, I don't think they could really be here. Stealthy cubes. But okay, let's see. All right, so Na'Ba definitely did get a little bit of a chunk back, right? He got a Shaman and 2 Marshmasters, although there's an excellent chance the Marshmasters were Twiceborn. And he killed, some of the Sobex. More of the non-sacred ones than only a couple of the sacred ones. And he lost 2 Caribs, and half his Janguard, and all these archers.
Yeah, I think it looks better than it did on the actual battle. Like, I mean, it's still like, really bad, but it looks a little bit better. Like, he didn't lose too much, like too many of his mages. He didn't have that many to start with, I guess. And then he lost like half of his Janguard.
Yeah. I mean, I think, yeah. And now Satis is on the capital. Gonna make it tough. There's a whole group of Janguard. But I kill PD, I think, pretty easily. So how do you like... I mean, so he chose to do this fight knowing that his god was dead. Right, like, he didn't have to sally out. Or he didn't sally out, right? But he didn't have to patrol.
Yeah, I don't know if he has enough priests to get it back in any reasonable amount of time.
It hasn't lost that many priests that we've seen, I don't think. Have he?
No, but I'm not sure how many he has either.
There's a lot of chaff here. Up against the Satis. The little ball. I do really like these better. There are a lot of mages, but they're really cool.
Yeah, it needs like a little name, like what this ball is, yeah. The mid-game ball.
Yeah. And just the summons. Now he does need a lot of summons, because there's a lot of stuff coming here.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's going to be enough this time.
Now there are some higher quality things here that picked up some buffs, so I do think he's going to make it, but...
Desert Warriors running in there, and they actually have the Falchions. Maybe? Nah.
They do, but don't think it's going to be enough.
Nope.
And yeah, he did lose 1 Lizard Shaman. But that's a lot of PD.
Yeah, that was Pythium level. That's what he had that there from before, didn't he?
Yeah, it was not new. He did manage to put his claim onto this fort, which is definitely important if you have random people who might be in the market to steal stuff. But yeah, all right, he's on the bot now. With only 60 guys, this is not going to be a quick siege.
No.
This is a giant castle, and he's got 60 men, or lizards. Presumably, this group is going to wander on over.
Yeah.
You have one very deep raid here, but I don't know if it's going to take a while to siege this down, right? Maybe Na'Ba has enough gems that he can summon up a ton more stuff and clog the gate. But even if he does that, right, he's going to need to come up with a plan for how to stop that mage ball in the back.
Yeah, I'm not even sure the gate is on his side. I think it helps Satis.
Yeah?
Pretty heavily.
Maybe.
Unless he can fly. If he can get everything to fly, I can get a bunch of stuff to fly on the mage ball, then...
Yeah, that would be big.
But...
That would be big. Trying to think of what else. And he doesn't have... Na'Ba had a lot of...
He was able to get the Malika to jump in amongst the enemy mages and shockwave them.
Yeah, that'd be big.
But he's gonna need something like that though. He's gonna need something that can seriously, reliably damage that mage ball. It's got all those buffs on. Or get lucky with some archers that just hit the right stuff.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Look at the income graph. Pythium's so rich. Na'Ba not got a lot of troops left. He's down here with us.
That's not where you want to be.
That's not where you want to be. Pythium took a little dip from all those humans that died, but nothing too bad. Yeah, Na'Ba, he hasn't done any new research in a long time. If he wrathful, maybe he could get lucky, but we certainly haven't seen that tech from him. Try to jump something on the back. Maybe you could earthquake. So you could destabilize the communion.
Maybe he's not been researching for a while though. I think he would have done.
I think he would have done those things if he had them. Yeah, agreed. I think he's just. I think he's in trouble.
I think he might be, unless he can get his god back and some miracle quickness. Jan do something. I think he might be cooked, but he's still going to be able to make. He's still going to be able to do a decent bit of damage left. I think.
Yeah.
So he's not quite as bad as Pyrene, but it's not far off.
Yeah, I can imagine a case where Satis mostly actually moves his stuff into a big ball at the back, right, and just doesn't even charge forward with too many of his troops, and he just waits for the foul vapors plus the skelly spam to kill everything inside.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So he's not even going to get. I think he might not even get an opportunity to really go in.
Yeah, he might be able to charge out the gate and run towards Satis.
Yeah. But okay, looks like this war is winding down.
Maybe he can do a huge number of fire elementals that go through the wall and catch stuff by surprise on the flanks.
It would need to be a lot of fire elementals.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right, so this war is probably winding down. This war is very much near the end. The Shinuyama versus Machaka piece looks like it's probably winding down, although Shinuyama versus Marignon continues. And then Marignon Faesia. It's interesting. Yeah, Faesia obviously wanted to kill all this in kind of a cheeky maneuver and now has been sucked in. I do wonder if this is sort of ultimately what they wanted.
Well, it's definitely not what they wanted, but I don't think it's terrible for them or anything. They got everything they really, probably were. They should be really happy with what they got out of Pyrene. They basically got it for free. And then this isn't a bad war for them to be in. They just also had the option to sit back and research up a load. But unless they get attacked by someone else while fighting Marignon, I think probably beat Marignon, especially given what Shinuyama's doing.
Yeah, I think the Shinuyama factor is pretty huge.
Yeah, but it does leave them quite tied down, and there might be a window for bad things to happen to them while they're fighting Marignon.
Yes. I agree. I mean, I think Pythium could look to make a move on them. I don't think Machaka's in position. Because Pythium, right, is going to be a free agent too very soon.
Yeah, the Machaka player also seems fairly cautious, or methodical, however you want to interpret it. But yeah,
yeah.
I don't think they're going to immediately jump on them or anyone necessarily after this war.
Yeah, I think it's difficult, right? To strike the right balance between how quickly you want to like win a war and move on to the next one versus taking a little bit of time. I think that when you do manage to find those opportunities, right, where you got 5 turns, maybe 10 turns between conflicts, and you can like really take your research up to the next tier.
Yeah, Machaka has also shown that I think they, at least against what they've done against Shinuyama's, they've really wanted to get specific things to do specific jobs, and they probably need different things against different nations.
Yeah, they'll probably have to
so that might be the reason why they might want to wait a little, but we'll see. You'll have to tune into future episodes.
Yes, we should definitely wrap this one up. We had a bunch of big fights and they took a lot of clock.
Yeah.
So
good episode,
all right.
Andrew.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for joining me.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on. Yeah.
Yes. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope to see you all in the next one, and have a great day.
See ya.